I made eye contact with strangers yesterday and I somehow didn't die, even though my mind was convincing me that I was gonna be the worst case scenario and that everyone would be thinking about me and this would be the most embarrassing thing I've ever done, ever. And I would be laughed at and mocked and someone would record me doing this. But truthfully, no one cared and because they have their own things going on. So I didn't die. Again, we're going with the flow with these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy. And stick around if you want to figure out if you want to do this challenge for yourself, which I highly recommend if you have social anxiety and are just stifled when communicating and just to get out of your comfort zone. So I did a challenge yesterday and I'm a part of this community that deals with social anxiety, and what the creator of this community does is he gives out daily challenges. Okay, I think my battery is getting low. Regardless, so he puts daily challenges every day for social anxiety. And so this challenge was to find 3 strangers. You have to make complete eye contact with them for like 5 seconds without looking away and without talking. So you can just imagine how triggering that must have been for me as someone with social anxiety. So I'm like, shit. I was in a complete meltdown. I was freaking out. I felt like a creep. Like, dude, this random 22-year-old is in this store and he's making eye contact with all the customers. Like, get this guy out of here. Put him to prison or something. Like, but obviously that's stupid. My mind was making all that noise and overthinking like my mind always does. But yeah, I felt like shit. I felt like a creep. I didn't feel good enough. I felt like these people are above me, so I shouldn't do this challenge. And my voices in my head were convincing me not to do this challenge, but I'm like, fuck it, we're doing this challenge because I'm a part of this community and I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do this. So after I did have difficulty finding strangers, I found one stranger and I looked at him for like 2 seconds. So yeah, it was really awkward and I was disappointed that I couldn't stare at him for longer. Sounds so evil. But I kept going. I found more and more people. Next time I got 3 seconds, the other time I got 2 seconds. So I was like, I'm not making progress with this. But I finally checked out and bring my items to the register, and I made eye contact with the cashier for, I believe, 4 seconds. But it was so awkward. And the cashier there was like kind of nervously laughing too. So I think I was staring at her for too long. But that's the purpose of this challenge, is to get triggered and stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the worst feeling I've ever felt. Why am I doing this? The person who made this challenge is evil. Then I went home, but keep in mind, so I did this challenge. I saw only like 2 strangers, and I didn't think I did it to the full extent of what the creator of the challenge wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm gonna go for round 2. I'm gonna go back to the store and try to do this challenge again. So I go in, and I'm facing resistance to do this, but then I find a stranger, this random guy. He was getting coffee or something, and I just stare in his direction for like 5 seconds. Literally do that. I stare at him, and then he quickly, after like 5 seconds, he looks away, and I'm like, yes, I finally got a person that I could stare at creepily. But yeah, I did the challenge though. So with a lot of resistance. So if I can do it, you can do it. So what is the challenge? Like I said, make eye contact with 3 strangers, and for at least 5 seconds, you have to stare into their eyes. You cannot talk to them. You have to look at them. You cannot look away, and you just have to look into their eyes. So yeah, that's basically all the challenge is. So I recommend everyone doing it, and take action. Obviously, don't just keep watching this video, just take action. So yeah, bye guys.